Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trendscenter App. This is the best tool for sports betting research. Okay. On the Trendscenter app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years, explore thousands of existing trends and systems from the top betting experts. Choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when these systems have games. Download the app for free using the link in our description and get a free 2-week premium trial using the code TFTM. The normal free trial is 3 days. Kind of a big deal. Upgrade your sports betting research today. Okay, let's get into the show. Episodes every Thursday. Next week is March Madness, and we are fired up. But I do think the past week has been kind of a rocky week for the Three for the Money podcast in terms of gambling. Chris, I don't know if you've heard the rumors, but there's some people are saying that you might have to be pulling a George Costanza. What do you have to say to those people, Chris?
I mean, they're right. I'm in the middle of definitely like the worst cold streak of my career. It's just every night is brutal. Last night I went 3-4, and I was like, you know what? Pretty good. But I did knock on wood, I did kind of pull a Costanza today. I started 0-3 in the morning, and I was like, all right, I got to change this up. So every play that I had written down that I liked for the night or evening/night slate, I took the opposite. And knock on wood, it's going all right. I had Sam Houston -7 or -9. I can't remember which. They won by 20. So, that's the only one that's gone final so far.
But you had
might have
+9 the other way originally.
Yeah, I had FIU +9 written down. It was never even close. I think Sam Houston was up by like 15 at the half. So, I mean, if it works out, I might just have to ride it until it doesn't. But yeah, it's been rough out here for you, boy.
Sometimes that shit happens.
Man, it's brutal.
Yeah. I've been kind of taking a step back from gambling a little bit, trying to figure out some things in my personal life, but whatever. We're all what?
Which makes it sound like you're in the middle of a crisis or something.
Not a crisis.
Got to figure some stuff out in my personal.
I do,
So, I noticed the way you said it made it sound like something terrible had happened.
Nothing terrible has happened. Not yet.
Well, that's good. That's true.
So, Sean, I know you've been kind of maybe heating up, maybe just starting to heat up. What's the deal?
Yeah. This whole month has kind of been a disaster. I think I'm down like 10 units for the month so far. But yesterday was good. I'm just taking it, I start with the early games. I'm just betting on college basketball right now because that's really all that matters, if we're being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Gambling wise, at least. I mean, we'll get into other stuff that matters soon enough. But yeah, yesterday I was just taking it, time frame at a time, like 11 a.m. or 11:30 to 1:30, see where that led me. And I think yesterday I said, like, if I have a bad day, I'll see y'all in the tournament. And I was just going to, like, stop. But I had a good day yesterday. So we're going to just keep riding the same system, just take it time slot by time slot. And it's working out. Doing okay today, but yeah, we're doing all right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cool, 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 cool. Well, college basketball is the only thing that matters right now in terms of gambling, but the main thing that's been going on this week is NFL free agency, and we're just gonna come out right out the gate. Derrick Henry's now a Raven. That is not okay. Um, but you know, I guess it's not really up to us to determine that whether it's okay or not. But it just makes us sad. Real, it just be like that. It's over.
I knew it was over, but it just going to the Ravens is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
it's just it's just what happens with Titans players with Steve McNair, Derek Mason, Derrick Henry. Like it's just like God, why why do you do this to us? Why are they the bane of my existence? And I don't know. I want him to get a ring, but not with them.
yeah,
It's really selfish to say, but
no,
I really
no,
don't care.
Yeah.
yeah. The only way I will root for that is if the Ravens are in the Super Bowl, and I'll be like, what? It wouldn't suck. I would definitely not root for the Ravens, but like that would be the lone bright spot of the Ravens winning a Super Bowl. But I will never. No, I hope he go. How long is his deal?
2
2 3
years.
years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll sign with like some NFC team after that if he doesn't retire, and then he can win a ring. But yeah, that was the nightmare come true with him signing in Baltimore.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, that threw me for a loop yesterday. I was not okay. Honestly, I was like not okay for like a while yesterday. And I was just like my dad texted me like as I was seeing it and I was just like I like you don't have to rub it in, but
it's just tough, man. Like it is an end of an era. There's no Vrabel's out, Byard's out, Tannehill's out, Henry's out. Like those are the mainstays in that sort of era, and shit's gone. Ship has sailed. New regime. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how that happens. But in
it,
other news, Titans signed Tony Pollard the first day of free agency, or I guess the legal tampering. I don't know. Is it like today when it's like official? But like,
yeah, they're officially on the team like today or something. Like they can officially sign, but they have the intent to sign on Monday and Tuesday.
okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Um, Titans signed Tony Pollard to not too much, and to be honest, I kind of really like it. Like it feels like it's gonna be like a 1A 1B type thing with Tajay. Like I don't know. I see Tajay Spears more than like a third down back, not an every down back, but I also don't really see Tony Pollard as an every down back either. Like he did his best work when he was with Zeke, honestly. And since Zeke left the Cowboys, it was different. It hadn't been the same. His production hadn't been the same. So I don't know. I think this was a pretty good signing, honestly. What do y'all think?
I think I predicted it last week. Did I not? Like when we were talking about the free agent market.
I had no clue. I don't remember.
I think you did. I don't remember
I'm like,
exactly, but I think you did.
I'm pretty sure I said something like it's like Titans could sign Pollard, that would be fine. And like we just kind of moved on from it. But when they signed him, I was like, am I a clairvoyant? Can I see the future? If I am, why am I so bad at gambling?
Are you some kind of wizard? Um, then we signed Was it Cushionberry? That's his name.
Who?
We signed the center.
Oh, yeah, I
Lloyd
can't remember.
Cushenberry. That's not his
I
name,
must have
right?
missed that one. I don't. Quessenberry?
No.
I have no. I don't know who you're talking about. I just know that
Hold
name.
on.
We signed a center. He was the
Some
center.
Titans fans we are.
We signed a
Can't keep
center
up with everything.
from the Broncos, and he was apparently like the number one free agent center. So we needed that. Only gave up 1 sack last year and only 14 QB pressures. So
Well, shit. Yeah, I love that. Then
yeah,
I totally missed that. Let's go then.
yeah, and that's. I mean, it's a center, but it's kind of big because we didn't have a center.
That's massive because everyone in our line is terrible. So
Mhm.
I'll take anyone at this point.
Yeah, and we signed Chidobe Awuzie. Big,
I liked that one. I liked that a lot.
big signing. We didn't have no corners. would have been
No,
rough.
yeah, it was just McCreary back there, but and he's not really that. He's fine, but
Yeah, he's fine.
he's fine. He's fine.
Mhm.
But I like pretty much everything in free agency so far we've done, and then we got Calvin Ridley today.
Mhm.
I like that.
That was
Yeah,
big.
Yeah, that I think the Calvin Ridley thing is kind of like, well, I know the Bengals tagged T Higgins, but T Higgins is like trade me or
mhm.
whatever. But
Mhm.
I don't think that's really going to happen. Uh, and I think this was like I think this is a better option than T Higgins, for being honest. And I don't hate this new duo of Calvin Ridley and D Hop.
Yeah, I
I think
I
that's
don't
Yeah,
kind
hate
of
it
sick.
either.
I like it, and I've seen some people on Twitter. It's like, oh, Titans get another washed up receiver. I'm like, he's 29 years old. Like he's just because he didn't play football for a year doesn't mean he's washed.
Yeah.
He had a pretty
And
good year last year.
he's a personal hero to the show,
Yes,
getting suspended for a year for gambling.
one
Probably a
of
fan.
us. One of us.
Probably a fan. Got to be a fan.
Definitely a fan.
Um,
Um, but yeah, I think us signing Calvin Ridley was huge. This almost all but solidifies us going for a lineman in the draft, which
Yeah.
I am cool with. It's
Yes.
yeah, and now that we also have a receiver, there was a lot of talk was like, okay, well, you draft a lineman in the first round, then you draft a speedy receiver at 38. There's probably one available. But now that we signed Ridley, it's like, well, we don't really need another receiver. We already have two studs and a bunch of people that could be something, probably not. And Nick Westbrook or Kine.
Did we re-sign him?
I don't know. I
not
just
yet.
assumed.
I would say I haven't heard anything.
I just assumed that we kept him because he's.
No, he's a free agent. So
Oh.
if he walks, I will be like a little upset.
Be a
I
little
like
sad.
him a lot.
Yeah. So I think second round you try to get a good corner. That's or maybe even like a right tackle or a right guard. It just depends.
If there are like good alignment there, just take them. I'm honestly, if we go 7 rounds, 7 alignment, I wouldn't hate it. It wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah. Just
Well, I'm just saying,
a
it's
lot
like
of alignment.
one of them's bound to be good.
Yes, at least one of them. So
if you can get 2, I'd say that's a good draft.
yeah, a good two starters.
Can we talk about Mason Rudolph though? That was a very shocking signing to me. I don't know about y'all, but I was like, why? But
Uh-huh.
I guess
Need a backup.
Malik is out, or
I
he's
guess we're cutting
QB3.
Malik.
Keep him at QB3, I guess, until his deal runs out.
Put him on
Which
the
has
P
got to be
squad.
what, like 1 more year? Because he was
Yeah.
drafted 2 years. Yeah, and he was
Yeah, third
third
round.
round. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's got 1 more year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, keep him. I guess he's not hurting the team.
No, so you can't hurt the team if you don't play. So it's like
That's what I'm saying. As long as he doesn't play, I'm fine with it.
Our king Malik Willis.
Not anymore.
we've moved on.
Yes.
We have a new king.
We have a new king.
And then we signed some linebacker from the Chargers, Kenneth Murray. I don't know much about him, but we needed a linebacker. So, whatever.
What was y'all's like most like holy shit? Like I can't believe that team got that player so far. For me, it's Saquon Barkley with the Eagles. I'm like, oh my god, they are broken. Like this team is gonna be broken.
Yeah, that's a bit broken.
I mean, if he can stay healthy, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But big if. I thought most surprising. Well, I guess it was a trade, wasn't it? Mixed into the Texans. Was that a trade?
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming. I don't like that at all. But I thought the Texans were going to get Saquon, and I didn't like that at all because last time we played Saquon, he just gashed us.
Oh yeah.
I thought Patrick Queen to the Steelers was very surprising.
Yeah.
Just
that was a shocker.
Just the Ravens Steelers rivalry. So,
let's see.
Did y'all going back to Saquon just real quick? Did y'all see Tiki Barber talking shit?
Yes, I did see Tiki
No.
Barber talking shit.
Yeah, he was just like, I forget what he said exactly, but he was talking shit to Saquon for signing with the Eagles, and it was like, dude, you talked so much shit about the Giants on your way out. Like, well, he was still like on the roster. I'm pretty sure he was talking shit. And then I'm pretty sure he was like bashing Eli, I think. And then Eli just won 2 Super Bowls. So, I mean, yeah, Tiki Barber, man, he's all-time hater for really no reason.
Yeah. And I saw that Lamar Jackson was taking the "you're dead to me" quote,
Yeah.
and just like sending it to all of his teammates that went to other teams, which was kind of funny. I mean, he acknowledged that it was silly, and he was taking the quote.
Yeah, so it was kind of tongue in cheek, but also part of you has to feel like he's kind of like, "Hey, Patrick Queen, fuck you."
Yeah.
Like,
that one I could see him being like, actually like,
and he should be.
Like, yeah.
Like, it's your fiercest rival, and you're going to play him like, and he's on defense, so you're going to be going against him. Actually, go against him twice a year.
He's going to tackle.
So yeah,
another one that I was like, well, we talked about it last week. You know, just the way the running back market is, but Austin Eckler going to the Commanders, I was like, oh no,
yuck,
this poor guy. I felt bad. I almost felt a little bad for him. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. I just don't think he's very good anymore.
So, no, I don't. Probably not. But
so I'm not. I think that's just kind of he took what he could get.
Yeah. I also cannot wait for Kirk Cousins to like don the Atlanta Falcons uni and just every rapper in Atlanta is just giving him chains, and he's really gonna hit up the Atlanta strip clubs, and just like it's gonna be awesome.
You'll be throwing Cole's
And
cash.
they're gonna build like 5 to 10 more Coles within the Atlanta area, and just have Kirk Cousins as the official Coles sponsor of the Atlanta area.
Gonna make it rain with Cole's cash.
I need the Falcons to win a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Can you imagine
Like-
that parade? Bunch of black strippers with fat asses. Kirk throwing out. Honestly, though, if they do win a Super Bowl, he has to throw out Cole's cash. That would be all
Yeah.
time.
And he's got to rock the chains. He's really got to embrace the Perk Cousins persona that he has kind of donned frequently as of late.
I need the Falcons to win the Super Bowl this year.
Now that you say that, I'm like, that needs to happen.
Yeah,
I'll drive down to Atlanta for that. It's like 4 hours.
I will.
It's not even my team.
If the Falcons win the Super Bowl, we're going to the parade. I'm not missing that, man.
No. That's gonna be when I saw that Kirk was with the Falcons, I was like, yes, this is gonna be awesome. Like, just all like the content the NFL is gonna have just for this is gonna be amazing.
That's so funny.
It's gonna be a good time. I think it's not really one signing, but the Texans, I think, are signing every single free agent that's out there. I feel like they've signed a tremendous amount of people. They signed Azeez Al-Shaair from us and Danico Autry, which makes me incredibly sad. I can't remember who else they had.
They're going to be. They're going to be good. I hate it.
Yeah, they're loading up. I mean,
Daniil
I can't believe we lost. That's another one that hurt, was Danico Autry. Like, losing him to the Texans, I was like, oh my.
That was brutal.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was brutal. They got Joe Mixon, which I feel like every time we've played Joe Mixon, he just fucking cooks us.
I'm surprised the Bengals were just kind of done with him. Like, I don't know what his contract situation was like, but I thought that was pretty surprising. Especially they replaced him with Zach Moss, who is good, but like has only been a starter for what, like, was last year the first year he was like a true number one?
I think so.
I mean, because Taylor was kind of in and out, but yeah.
I thought that was surprising that they just kind of moved on from Mixon so quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's been with the Bengals for 5-6 years now.
How long he's been in the league? Yeah, like 5
Yeah.
years. But I mean, he's still good. It's not like he's like washed or anything. I mean, maybe they were about to have to pay him, so they just thought, let's trade him while we can. If that's the case, then I guess I get it. But I was still surprised.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Texans
are going to be good.
Texans are going to be like legitimately good, and I hate it.
That's not going to be fun.
Everyone else is going to love them too. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They got Stroud, they got Ryans, they got like new young coach.
It's gonna be hell.
Yeah, they're gonna get like 3 or 4 primetime games.
Yeah,
this division's gonna be hell. We're
gonna suck probably. If I'm being honest.
I mean, this division's getting this division is getting tougher.
Yeah,
Have
the Jags done anything? Like, I know they traded for Mac Jones.
Look out.
Yeah. Yeah. Look out. He's warming the bench. No, I haven't really seen anything.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen the Colts do anything either, other than sign Flacco.
They re-signed Pittman.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
that was probably probably their main priority.
Yeah, that was probably their main focus. I mean, I don't know if the Jags are like, oh, we're good, like we've got everything we need, or I don't know, but
I mean,
it's
I
typical
hope
Jacksonville.
I hope they think that, because
Yeah.
they ain't good. Like,
Nope.
they missed the playoffs last year. Shout out Titans. But so you can't be like, yeah, we're fine. Let's just run it back with lesser players now that Ridley's gone. And they tagged Jared Allen, I think, or they either
Josh
tagged
Allen?
him, or Josh Allen, excuse me. They either tagged him or re-signed him. Speaking of, who is that? He played for the Vikings, I think, back in the day.
Uh-huh. Which you kind of have to keep Josh Allen, the
Oh, you
defensive
have to.
one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's probably the best player on that defense.
Yeah, well, you might be the best player on that team.
Hey, watch out when you're speaking about Christian Kirk like that, man.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I forgot about Christian Kirk.
He sounds like an $80 million deal or something.
I think it was like 3 years, $84 million.
And he's like my height.
Yeah. That was 2 years ago though, because that was when the Titans were supposed to re-sign AJ Brown, and then I saw that like deal go through, and I was like, we're fucked. We can't pay. AJ Brown is worth more than that. We can't pay him that.
Yeah. That was when the Jags were at like their lowest, and like, we will give you a blank check just to show up to training camp.
Please.
So, please play for our team, please. Jameis Winston to the Browns.
He's gonna play.
Yeah. If we've learned
I thought
anything.
Well,
What?
when Deshaun Watson gets hurt, he
Exactly.
will play.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He's
Oh,
not
okay.
gonna start. But
Okay. Because I was confused by that, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw that he was signed as like the backup.
Oh,
not,
yeah.
I was like,
No, but I mean, Deshaun he'll get a boo boo at some point, and
yeah, it's
Jameis era will begin, I guess.
it's death, taxes, and Deshaun Watson getting hurt
After
But
signing a fully guaranteed like $200 million contract.
Yeah, and then after that, it's Jameis eating dubs.
It does kind of feel right, Jameis playing for the Browns. I don't know why. I think it's because both of them are very problematic. Jameis Winston and the Browns as an organization, as a team. I think it fits. I think it's like almost like not a yin yang, but they're twins. You know?
What do you mean by he's problematic? I don't feel like he's been problematic since he got caught stealing crab legs from Publix at FSU.
I mean,
He's just kind of silly.
I'm talking like throws 4 touchdowns
and
3 interceptions.
Oh, his play is problematic.
Oh, his play is problematic.
Yeah, that's no. I'm sure he's a great guy.
I was going off personality and like off the field activities.
If anything, it's Deshaun Watson and the Browns are perfect.
No, I meant his play. It's very up down.
Yeah.
Where they'll win games, but they'll probably lose a couple in dramatic fashion.
No other quarterback can go 30 for 30.
Oh, we'll never see it again.
We'll never see it again.
Not in our
That
lifetime.
was historic.
I think about that sometimes and I just laugh. I'm like,
Put him
30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in the same season?
I still remember that one. It was when they were playing us, and he overthrew someone.
That was the worst throw I've ever seen.
Just like, nobody threads the needle like Jameis. So
That's
simple, but
all-time tweet.
Video.
Yeah.
Before we move on, y'all like a little surprised that the Browns didn't offer just like a courtesy contract to Flacco?
Yeah, yeah. They don't want to upstage Deshaun, I guess,
You bring in
because
Jameis Winston.
I don't make these decisions.
I know, but
This is just speculation.
I was like, the guy got you to or helped get you there. Defense obviously played a huge part, but he helped you get to the playoffs. At least give him like something.
Give him like $100.
Yeah, $100.
Like $100 a game.
But it is, I guess, fitting that he went to the Colts because that's just where all QB careers go to die. So.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that trope. But I mean, Tony Richardson will be back, so
I mean, is he gonna be healthy?
I guess I'm assuming so.
Just saying. He got hurt like 3 times in 4 games.
He
Yeah.
fucked up his shoulder too.
He did. Yeah.
So we'll see. But I don't know. I hadn't really thought about the Flacco Browns thing.
I mean, it's not a big deal. I was just
No,
surprised
yeah.
they didn't offer him like 1 year league vet men.
Yeah. I mean, from sitting on the couch to going to the playoffs, that's no easy task for sure. And I think it is like a little disrespectful, but that's not what the NFL is. It's a
Oh, no, I'm
business
not.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm not.
No,
I'm
I know you're not.
Yeah, okay.
But it's tough. It's just like everybody wants your team to be like Madden, where it's just like, oh, I'm keeping this guy for until he like has to crawl off the field, basically, or get pushed off in a wheelchair. But yeah, it's just the way it is, and I kind of, now that I'm thinking about it, I wish they had just like run it back.
Mhm.
That'd be
It's
crazy.
like, because when Deshaun gets hurt, it's like, oh, here we go again. It's Flacco time. Yeah.
I hope it's not against us, but I hope he does play one more game and plays well because I don't want his career to end on 2 pick sixes.
Well, it's gonna be us now. It's just
him
set
and
in
Mac,
stone now.
Him and Mac Jones are going to come in and torch us for 350, 3 touchdowns. Guaranteed. One of those will happen this season. Guaranteed.
Yeah, that is a 100% guarantee. Need to clip this and save it.
And then when it happens, she's like, "Hey, we told y'all."
This is it. This is the game we should have won.
We'll be up by like
Flacco hype
14-2, and then like Flacco will come in, like, "All right, we got this," and then he just starts throwing ropes, and it's like, well, now we're down by like 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we're gonna get cooked by some couch potato, pretty much.
Yes.
All right. So next topic, the NHL trade deadline was last week, and a bunch of monster trades happened. But first, let's get into the Predators, and then we'll go into the other trades around the league. So we traded Yakov Trenin to the Avalanche. Very sad about that. I do like Yakov Trenin quite a bit, and I'm trying to pull it up. Here it is. We got a 3rd round pick and some prospect, Jeremy Hansel. I don't know much about these guys, but I don't know why exactly we traded Yakov Trenin. Guy was electric. But I don't know. It's I guess we were trying to get younger, even though Yak was a younger guy. I don't know. Kind of weird. But the Avs definitely went for it. This trade deadline. I don't know if you guys saw, but they traded Johansson.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Text, and we talked about it last week.
Didn't he
we talk about that on the show?
Yeah,
That's
Did
crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know we talked
'Cause-
about it on the show. I know
Yeah,
we
'cause
texted about it.
Will had me bring up like the text thread that explained like why he
Oh,
couldn't,
yeah,
like
yeah,
how the cap worked with
yeah.
us, and also how we couldn't pick him back up.
Right.
You're right. I remember that now. You're right.
Yeah. So Johansson is now in the AHL, and we are paying an AHLer $4 million to not play for us.
No, we're paying him $1.3 million.
Still,
Okay.
That's
not
how
ideal.
that's
Not
how
ideal,
it
though.
works. I read it last week, and
Also,
that's
yeah,
how it works.
he
So yeah,
I was
explained
trying to
that to
remember
us.
what you read last week.
Read it again.
No, don't read it again. That's just fine. We'll move on. So that doesn't feel good, but also it does kind of feel like we made the right move. Like
yeah,
we no longer
To
have
get-
him.
to get
yeah.
rid
Well,
of him.
Yeah.
it opened up cap for us, which essentially helped us at the deadline
Mm-hmm.
with picking up Jason Zucker from the Coyotes, because he's got like a $5.5 million deal or something.
Yeah. And it's only for 1 year, so
Yeah, I mean, but if this playoff, you kind of needed that cap off your, you needed that cap off to make this happen, essentially.
the Predators also picked up Anthony Beauvillier from the Blackhawks. He was on the Islanders when Barry Trotz was the coach. So, and he was very, very good under Barry Trotz. So Barry Trotz trading for him. I don't know. Could be a good move. I don't know. I don't know if he's done anything for us lately, but we'll see. We'll see. Beauvillier, Jason Zucker. Did we get anything else? I know we traded Gurionov for a dude for the AHL.
Yeah, for
But
Wade Allison from the Flyers.
Yeah, I think that was it for us. But all in all, I mean, pick up 2 roster players for this playoff push. I think it was pretty good. I mean, pretty solid. We kind of elevated our starting roster, I think. And yeah, I feel like the Predators are a team that are a little bit frisky. I feel like we're a little bit frisky. We're still pretty hot right now.
Up 2-0 as we speak.
Yeah, we're doing really well right now. So, I mean, it seems like we're going to make the playoffs. It would take a massive slide for us not to make the playoffs. I think we have like a 82% chance,
Yeah,
according to moneypuck.com.
I think I saw like a post about that. It's like an 85 to 82. Like it's like it's in the like mid 80s almost.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy to go into a season with no expectations and make the playoffs. I think we're a frisky team that can win a series. That's about it. But let's have some fun. Let's have some fun.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What seed are we looking at right now?
I think we're in the second wild card.
Okay.
So a 7th seed.
7th seed, yeah. I just don't want to be just lambs to the slaughter again. So I was just curious about that.
Yeah. I'm not sure who we would play right now. I don't have that up right now, but
We would play the Stars if playoffs ended today.
oh man. We would lose that.
It's either them or Vancouver if we're the 8th.
Oh god.
I was gonna say if we're
Maybe we're not gonna win.
If we're a 7 seed, I'm not exactly gonna be expecting us to win the series.
Yeah. I just feel like we're a frisky team. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like we could win. I mean, go to 6, but yeah, Vancouver's kind of been slipping lately, so
we'll see. Only one way to find out. In other trade deadline news, I hate the Vegas Golden Knights. That first they got Hannafin, which was like, okay, whatever, They went out and got the best trade deadline acquisition again. And then it's like, okay, well, they can afford him because they have so many players on LTIR. And the players voted on that for their CBA, so their money doesn't count against the cap. And it's like, I know that the players voted on this, but this is real kind of sketchy. If Mark Stone plays game one of the playoffs, some questions are definitely going to be raised. Let's see. And then they got
Thomas Hurdle, because he's also on long-term IR.
He is?
Yes.
I did not know that. I just knew that they traded for Hurdle.
Yep.
I was just about to say they were going to trade for Hurdle.
Yeah, he is also on long-term IR, which is also problematic.
Yeah. They very much have the definition of a super team. It's real wild, man. It's like I know they're like not very good this year, but it's like, God damn, dude, like you have that much talent, like you can win it again. Like you could just do it. I don't know, man. But I mean, that was really it for the trade deadline. Do y'all have anything else to add?
Tyler Toffoli going to another Canadian team is hilarious, but also it makes me scared because he went to the Jets.
Yeah, he's a very good player. He's played on a lot of teams. I'm like, why does this guy keep getting traded and moving to different teams?
I don't know, man. But yeah, let's not forget that the Knights also got Anthony Manta
Oh yeah,
at like the very start of like when things were just heating up. Hey, Jason Zucker scored. That's cool.
let's go.
He did?
Yep.
Oh yeah, just got that. Let's go.
Shout out Zuck.
Shout out Zuck. Yeah, I mean Tyler Toffoli, he was in LA for so long, and then he just now he's on like a different team every year. It seems like.
Yeah, he's just a pinball for essentially Canadian teams at this point.
Yeah. But he is a good player. Like he's a great player. Like I would love to have him on my team. It's just wow. I don't know.
This is a question for you, Will. Did you expect Phil Kessel to sign anywhere before the deadline?
Did I expect it? No. It if he would have signed somewhere, it would have been like, okay, cool. Phil Kessel's still in the NHL.
I just say expect because there were a lot of talks around him signing or trying to sign somewhere.
Yeah. And I had heard that like when Rick Tocchet was an assistant in Pittsburgh, he became real good friends with Phil Kessel when Phil Kessel was in Pittsburgh, and they won those Stanley Cups. So there was a lot of noise about Phil Kessel signing with the Canucks. So not, but
And he's
I guess he
from
didn't.
Vancouver, right?
He's from America.
Oh, he's from. Oh shit. He is fat,
right.
so that makes sense.
Yeah. Also very fast and good at hockey.
Loves hot dogs.
Who doesn't?
I hate that picture more than any picture on the internet of him.
Really?
Yeah, because that's the cup that he won against us. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, but it's still funny.
It is funny, but that's the cup that that
No,
he
I
won
get it.
in Nashville. It's like
I get it. Like I don't love it. That doesn't bring up like happy memories. But I see. I'm like, that's funny.
I'd be like, well, I probably do something very similar to that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's it for the trade deadline. I mean, Carolina got Jake Gensel. That was massive. And Carolina got Evgeny Kuznetsov
Did
off of
Gensel sign with the Canes?
no.
No,
They
I thought
haven't
there was like that was like part of the deal. I just hadn't seen it yet, but
no, it doesn't look like they like offered him a contract yet.
hmm.
But I don't know. Um yeah, I think that's it. All right, moving on. Um I'm gonna throw it to y'all for college basketball because I have not really been keeping up with it too much. I've been a bad gambler and not using the Trend Center. But how's it go? How's it going?
Well, uh, there are no college basketball trends at the moment because they are all like at neutral site games. So
Oh,
some of the trends like don't match up because a lot of them are, at home, away, like there's all these like different factors that don't factor in neutral site games.
Mhm.
But it has been interesting with all these conference tournaments going on, the amount I mean, like just kind of the surprising spreads and, covers of these neutral site games. Because they do, it does matter. It
right.
matters than, you know, being at home or away. It matters just the same. But it's a different thing that you can't like really rely on at the same time.
Okay. So conference tournament time. Who does Tennessee play?
They'll
That we don't
play
know.
who Yeah, they'll play
Um,
whoever wins one of the games tonight, which is Vanderbilt, Arkansas, and Missouri,
well,
Georgia.
we don't play till Friday, so
Yeah.
whoever
Oh,
wins
yeah, that's right.
whoever wins, I need to get the actual bracket out. But it's like whoever wins like one of the playing games will play someone else, and then actually, I think we might play the winner of Texas A&M Mississippi State. Don't quote me on that, but I need to pull up the bracket instead of just
Okay.
talking out of my ass.
Because I think I saw the bracket when I was scrolling one
Oh,
day.
we play the winner of LSU Mississippi State.
Right.
When is that?
Uh,
Tomorrow.
LSU Mississippi State is tomorrow. We play on Friday.
Okay.
Who
So
do you want to play?
LSU
Okay.
because they suck. Mississippi State's not good either, but they've also beat us earlier this season.
Hmm.
Um, I don't want to mess around with that. They play really good defense, and we can go cold sometimes. So give me LSU. They're just not very good. So I don't love our chances to win the tournament, if I'm being quite honest, just because we finished the regular season so hot. Like we won like three huge games in a row, and then we came out and played like shit against Kentucky. So I don't love that for the tournament, but honestly, we're probably we're probably going to be one seed as long as we can win like one or two games. We'll probably be a one seed in the NCAA tournament. So I'm fine with that if we don't win.
Okay. Um, what other tournaments are going on?
All
What
of them.
tournaments aren't going on?
uh,
Okay.
every single one is going on right now. Well, other than the ones who have finished, I guess. a lot,
Okay.
a lot of the smaller ones are done. Oh, what did you see the Sean the one last night? Is Wagner beat Merrimack? I forget what is the name of that conference. The Northeast. Wagner has had has been playing with seven players for like multiple weeks because everyone's hurt, and they won the conference champion. They're going to
Jesus
the dance.
Christ.
Yeah, I
No, I
saw some.
didn't see that.
They they haven't been able to have like a full practice in weeks just because everyone's hurt.
Wow, what a barn burner this was. 54-47.
Yeah, I fucking bet on shows you how cold I've been. I bet on Merrimack. It was
Yeah,
never close.
I'm looking at the their like roster, and it's the five starting, and then they got 2 riding the bench, and it's
Yeah.
like
They've been doing that for a while, and they will be playing
hilarious.
in the NCAA tournament with 7 players. That's wild.
Yeah.
Charleston, they won their championship last night. They're good, man. They could be sneaky. They kind of got, I wouldn't say got screwed, but they kind of got some questionable officiating last year against San Diego State. I remember. So they could be a feisty team that can win a couple. Trying to think of anyone else. My Stetson Hatters, who I picked, plus 300 to win the ASUN. I don't think they're going to do much. They're not really that good. They just kind of got hot. But cash a plus 300 ticket. Shows you how cold I've been. The day I won that bet, I finished up 1 unit.
They don't ask how, they ask how many.
I know, but I had to cash a plus 300 to finish up 1 unit.
It'd be like that sometime.
Man, it's been rough. But once the tournament starts, it just all resets, in my mind at least.
They're all out the record book.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean it's been great. I mean, this is the best time of year.
Yes, I'm ready for next week. That's going to be 4 days of not doing much else.
Just basketball for 12 hours straight.
Yeah. Shout out to all the dudes getting vasectomies next week.
When was that you told me about that? Was that last year?
Yeah.
Or
That
like
was last year on the pod.
yeah. I completely forgot about that, but now that you say it again, my mind is like just as blown how good of an idea that is. That is just like the perfect time to just sit around and do nothing.
It's like the Budweiser commercial. Real man of genius.
That is a real man of genius moment for sure. Switching up here, have you, and this has kind of been going on for a little bit, but have you seen Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
I have.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I
Taking
love
the
this
internet by
kid.
storm.
I love this kid. And I saw that Indiana State lost their game last night, which was the final in their conference.
They lost to Drake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're probably not going to make it.
Yeah, that sucks. That's just a travesty, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, Cream should be in it. Like, he's just national television, true TV at 1:30 in the afternoon.
This white kid just dummy.
This white just
passing darts.
It really sucks.
It's really a travesty.
Mm-hmm.
But Chris, do you want to give a public shout out to CSUN?
Yeah. I mean, they were one of the teams I just rode this year. I haven't bet on them last couple games because I didn't like their draw or their matchups, I should say. But I might sprinkle them tonight. They play at 10:30. So, but yeah, I mean, I love them so much. I bought a hat off eBay, and it arrived, and I'm 99% sure it was a youth size. I put it on the last clip, and it barely even got on my head.
Got a huge melon.
I mean, I have a huge melon, but that's ridiculous.
Did you not think to go to the team store or something,
or half price on eBay? So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably on the seller, but I hope it didn't say. I hope it didn't. I hope the description didn't say youth.
I looked back. I didn't see it.
Okay.
They play at 11 o'clock, so I'm Probably had a couple cocktails after I'd ordered it.
Who's to say?
I'm probably just gonna try to resell it,
Smart.
but also not list that it's youth size.
This hat is just caught in a constant cycle of degenerate gamblers just buying merch, and it's just whoever gets it has to resell it because it doesn't fit.
Or like give it to their kid.
Oh, like the.
But yeah, it's shout out CSUN Matadors. Always will have a place in here. I never forget these teams that are good to me. Them, USF. Those are two that were this year. Drake a couple years ago, where they were like 25 and like 3 against the spread on the year. It was insane.
Yeah, you don't forget those, but I knew you've been riding them all year, so I thought you might want to give a little public shout out.
I'll probably take them tonight. If Penn State covers, I'll take them tonight. How about that?
Word.
Shout out
Word.
Matadors.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Cool. Is that it?
Hold up, real fast. Have y'all seen that Aroldis Chapman video?
I don't know who that is.
He's a relief pitcher. All right, I'm going to send it to y'all on Twitter.
Okay.
It's hilarious and disturbing.
Where did you send it?
On Twitter. DMs.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? You can't do that.
That's his mother?
I think so.
Oh my God.
I've done no real research, but I have seen people on Twitter like posting her picture with like her name. It's like, yeah, that's his mom.
Oh.
He's just
Oh my
not
God.
only touching, but honking her breastises.
Her breasticle.
He is groping his mother. There's no other way to say it. He's groping his mother.
I saw that at 9 a.m. today.
It's gonna be a good day.
That was jarring.
Speaking of like posts that we've sent each other, I sent you the Glenn Davis post yesterday.
Yeah, that was
of
what?
And the caption is, "That one time I used to shoot pornos. I really used to like that job." Like, man is an NBA champion and is shooting porn.
Gosh. I guess
If you look at the comments on that post, if you look at the comments on that post, some guy's like, "Hey man,
yeah,
my kid's a really big fan."
Yeah.
He's
Bro, you're my kid's favorite player. He follows you. He said, "Well, tell him after basketball, life will change. He's going to have to find a real job. This is me trying new things."
He's telling it like it is.
That's fucking real.
Gotta respect it.
That's a fucking real ass answer.
Gotta find gotta find a real job. Not like real estate, like
insurance, like
no, shooting porno.
Oh,
like that was my real career.
Yeah, that was the move. That's when life peaked.
Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't like basketball that much.
Maybe not. Oh man, I just love following athletes on Twitter and Instagram because they post the wildest shit. I mean, it's just so funny.
Oh, Aroldis Chapman posted that video of him groping his own mother on his Instagram story.
Yeah, that's not funny. I will say that's not funny.
It's a little. football.
I think the idea of it is funny, but the content inside of it is not funny. It's a little disturbing.
That's
That's
I
okay.
couldn't believe my eyes.
That's a good one to leave off on.
Always leave the gym on a make.
The shot that keeps you coming back.
Jesus Christ.
With that being said, check out the Trendscenter app.
They do have a couple March Madness actual tournament trends up.
Yeah, and I've also been building some myself. Just
you have? Let's
yeah,
go.
because you can do that in the
Yeah, you
Trendscenter
can.
app.
I'm not really smart enough to do that, so
This is how I'm learning how to do it. Is
all right.
because it's a very small, it's a tournament, so it's not league wide, and it only takes place within a certain date range. So it's easier, but it's yeah, navigating through the app, and it's really helpful. I think you guys should try it if you
Definitely.
have a team that's I wonder what they're like in the tournament. How have they been when they've been seeded this way against this seed?
Yeah,
What's
that's
the over under on these seed matchups, which is really fun. But
that's
yeah,
awesome.
I've tinkered with it a little bit for other sports. But yeah, check out the Trendscenter app. Link in the bio. Free 2-week trial. Normal free trial is 3 days. And I mean, really, if you just do the 2-week free trial and you take the picks, you're probably going to make enough money back to
keep
really get your
subscribing.
money's worth. Yeah, to keep subscribing.
It pays for itself.
It really does.
I think it does.
Yeah. Truthfully,
you're gonna want it for baseball season. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you that much.
I'll never forget in the middle of the playoffs, NFL playoffs, Will's like, I can't wait for baseball.
I can't wait to use our friends over at the Trendscenter app for the MLB baseball. That's
I know you said. I was like, bro, what?
I'm
Well,
ready
in
to
middle of
live
February,
years.
middle of January, it was like, all right, can't wait for baseball. Let's get this pesky NFL out of the way.
Those words have never been said other than in a gambling sense, because I'm sure Will was probably down pretty hard that day.
Yeah.
It was when the regular season was winding down. It was like, okay, I need something else. I need some wins here. I was pretty good in the playoffs, but yeah, I was excited to use our friends over at the Trendscenter app to to bet on baseball. But yes, let's wrap up.
Yeah.
Check out Trendscenter, link in the bio. Follow us on everything. That link's in the bio. Like, comment, subscribe. Any way you interact with this really helps us out. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. There's 3 of us now. Let's make some money.